one final question. You talked about before the Bermuda Triangle of startups, which is
Yeah.
why startups fail. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, obviously there's a Bermuda Triangle and planes that get, that fly into this space tend to disappear, boats tend to disappear. Well, there's three, corners of a triangle. And I think in entrepreneurship is the same thing. The first one is the entrepreneur is so fascinated, so excited about their idea that they never beta test it. And they don't put it up for any criticism. I'm like, just take your idea, go to a restaurant one night and just stop by every table and just say, listen, I hate to interrupt for just a minute, but I'm getting ready to launch a business and I'll pay for your dessert. Here's $20 towards your meal. But tell me, what do you think about this idea? And work your way through the entire restaurant. Number one, it'd be a great exercise in just confidence and communicating. But I'm telling you, everybody will give you an answer. I think it's a great idea. I think it sucks. Go to the next table. What you got to do something. You got to get some validation from somebody other than you that this idea, people want it. And we tend to get, just because you're excited about something doesn't mean it's a good idea. It may be a good idea in one part of the country, but not a good idea in your part of the country. So that's the first thing, is that you got to beta test your idea. The second thing is, what is this fascination with hiring friends and family? Hey, I love my family and I love hanging out with my buddies. I don't want any of them to work for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't, because they're good at certain areas, but I'm a talent scout. You can be my friend. It doesn't mean that you're good enough to work for me in the industry that I have companies in.
Mm.
There just may not be an alignment there. And so I find that, so many entrepreneurs do that. It sounds great when you're in college and you're under the age of, or you're under the age of 25. You and your buddy go start a business. I love it. If you're under 25, excuse everything I'm saying. But for the rest of us adults, hire talented people and try to stay out of the family and friends, zone of it. So that I'm a fanatic, I'm a fanatic about that. And then my Bermuda Triangle is that I know there was a third one in there, and I was like, I know exactly what it is. I got my idea, I got my friends, and oh, here it is. Yeah, I knew it. You can't run a successful business if you're a schmuck. They don't really say it that way, but you, the founder of the company, you don't have the goods. You don't. You're not a leader. You're not a leader. You can't sell anything. When you're launching a company, typically you're doing a lot of the selling for the first 100,000, which is the launch stage. Some people, and it's okay. You're not wired for this. You do not, like my wife she could never start a business. My daughter's a school teacher. She could never start a business. Hey, that's okay. My wife's a nurse. My daughter's a school teacher. That's okay. But it's not for everybody. And I think it's kind of so cool to say you're an entrepreneur, right? It's kind of really cool now. Elon Musk really made it cool.
Mm.
It's cool. Jack Dorsey, it's cool, but it's not for everybody. So I think you have to, again, look at your idea and beta test it. Don't just let it float around in your head and your buddies all tell you it's good. Number two is hire, especially when you're launching a business. Your first hire is so important. And I have a hard time believing the best person you can hire is your friend or your family. I've never had that. Not one time was anybody in my family or my friends the right hire for that industry. And third, if you can't lead anybody, if nobody likes you, okay, and there's just, you generally turn people off. Nobody's going to want to come work for you. I mean, we're starting a company. People come work for you because there's a little bit of a likability there. They believe in your vision, kind of excited about it. I mean, you got to have a little something. If you have nothing that I'm talking about, you have no self-discipline, you have no, tenaciousness, you're not competitive, you don't have that, stick with it. Some people just have tremendous resilience. I mean, if half the things I just said you don't have, I don't know if you're going to make it.